Hi guys, welcome to Casey's Contemplation. Today I'm going to share how God revealed to my friend and I to continue following His will even when we weren't feeling the support around us. I was with a friend and she was sharing with me how she kept hearing God calling her to do a specific kind of work for Him, but she wasn't getting any support from around her. And here I was with her explaining to her my situation, which was very similar to hers, where I felt God calling me to do something and I had no support either. So here we are just venting to each other about how we are trying to follow God's will, but we feel so alone in the process. We prayed together that God would give us the strength to follow His calling even if we had no support, and that He would let us know or show us that we were on the right track. The next day I had to go into work, and I work at this little shop, and I was sitting behind the register and a man walked in, and he started walking past me, and then he stopped and he looked at me strangely for a second, and I was trying to figure out what he was thinking. But then he asked, "Are you the owner's daughter?" And I said, "No." But he continued standing there and thinking. And then he said, "Oh, I think you're on my mail route." And I asked him if he went down my lane. And he immediately responded, "That's it, you're Casey Kyman, aren't you?" And at this moment, I was kind of scared and shocked because I've never talked to him before. I didn't think he's ever seen me before, and I had no idea how he knew what I looked like or what my name was, but apparently he knew me. He then tells me that he's been delivering so much college mail to my mailbox, and at this time it was my senior year of high school, so I was receiving mail from colleges from all over the place, which is probably why my name stood out to him so much. He asked if I had made a decision about what I wanted to study or what college I was going to, and I told him I was going to major in ag business, but I had recently changed my mind to doing something with theology or ministry. And he responded so enthusiastically, "Wow, that is so cool." And I was kind of shocked by his response because not too many people think that's really cool. He asked what college I was going to, and I told him I was undecided at this point, but I know I really wanted to go to a Catholic school to study this, but all the private institutions were so expensive, and my parents were really worried about the money part, so I didn't know if I was going to end up going to one. And what he said next really surprised me, because he said, "Follow God's will. Don't listen to anybody else. Some people try to make their own fate, but just follow the book and God will take care of you." What? And then after that he goes, "Have a nice day," and then he just walked out of the store. What? Are you kidding me? This man just walked into the store, chatted with me, didn't buy a thing, and walked out after telling me to follow God's will. Like, how is this not God speaking through him to me? My friend and I were just praying that God would let us know that we were on the right track and that we were pleasing Him. And then bam, this man just walks in and tells me this. It's like I felt God telling me, "Casey, keep following me. You're doing good. Just trust me." But wait, there's more. So I get into my car after work and I'm heading home, and I turn on the radio to a Christian station, and the song "You Have a Purpose" comes on. And then after the song, a guy comes out and he starts saying, "You have a purpose here on earth. You were made for a reason. God has an awesome plan for you. Just trust Him and remember, you have a purpose." After hearing that, I just kind of laughed because, again, I felt God telling me, "Casey, trust in me. Just continue to follow me." And God gave me a lot of comfort that day. And He reminded me of the verse Jeremiah 29:11. And it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." And this is one of my favorite verses because everybody worries about the future, but this verse tells us right here that whatever our future beholds, it is good and it is full of hope as long as we trust in God. Although I don't know God's exact plan for my life, I know that I'm on the right track and that my future is full of happiness, and that is all I need to know. So from this God nod of mine, I hope it inspires you to notice when God is working through people to talk to you, and to remind you that you have a purpose here on earth and that God made you for a reason, and He will slowly reveal that answer to you as you trust Him throughout life. Thank you guys for watching.